Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
I have under circumstances, I met a very beautiful woman who I plan to be with for the rest of my life. And we're dealing with a situation where she is trying to basically get visitation for her daughter, and she has been under a lot of financial stress. And apparently I've been, trying to do a lot to help with the circumstances. A lot of lawyer fees. The gentleman she had been married to is a very hostile. I believe he is sort of has a condition or something. I guess it's more of a control person. And so I'm trying to do a lot of things to help him finance. And I just bought a home myself, and I have paid, pretty much for the home, and I'm renovating, and it's taken a lot of my finances out. I have 4 months to try to get moved in, but I've, have a lot of financials to renovate the place. So I'm kind of doing it on my own. So due to conditions, the girl I'm dating is actually trying to get visitation to her daughter, and he won't allow her to see her daughter. And she had the cops come out to try and have visitation, and he won't allow her to see her daughter, and he's controlling the daughter by buying gifts and doing a lot of things to control the relationship of that situation. So
I got you. Okay, so you're dating a hot mess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No doubt. Okay, how can we help?
I'm trying to figure out. She doesn't want me to help her somewhat financially. She's really like saying, "Look, I got this. This is my mess." She's stating that don't get involved or don't try not to. And so I'm helping out. She's also helping me renovate the place. So then I try to help her with other things and do things to whatever I can do. She'll allow me to help with. And she's in a situation where all her finances are into a lawyer who is fighting so she can just get visitation. And she's basically in debt with her family because her family's giving her money to help out with the situation.
Mm-hmm. What does she make a year?
She makes probably, I want to say maybe $50,000 a year, $55,000.
Okay. All right. So you're still not asked a question, but I'll just go ahead and give you a comment or two, okay?
Okay.
Number one, do not contribute money to someone's situation that you are not married to.
Yes.
If you're married, it's now your problem. If you're not married, you can cheer, you can be a shoulder to cry on, you can be angry with her, you can participate emotionally and relationally in her fight, and so forth, but do not transfer money. You're going to change the tone of your relationship if you do, and you're going to regret it later. Do not pay her bills when you are not married to her under any circumstances, period. I've been doing this a long time. 100% of the time people do this, they wish they didn't. For one reason or another. It always bites you later in the butt. Don't do that. Okay?
It's a true statement.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
yes,
then on top, but I want you to be supportive for her. She's obviously going through a hard time. You're obviously emotionally invested, and that's cool. I got no issue with that at all. Have at it. You're supporting somebody you care about, and they're going through a hard time. Do it. That's what good people do. You're a good man. As far as your house goes, you just bought a house you got to renovate. Okay. And if you didn't have the money to do the renovation, you shouldn't have bought a house that needed renovation. So you need to step in there and get that sucker done and get moved into it. But again, that's got nothing to do with her finances. It's as if you told me two different stories.
Sure.
You have the story of the house, which is completely independent of the story of her except the part where she's helping you sweep and do some of the renovation or whatever. Maybe she's swinging a hammer and hanging drywall. I don't know what she's doing, but you know, that part, there's a little bit of overlap, but the rest of these are two separate stories, and they need to remain two separate stories.
Yes.
True. Okay.
And so, and I think what you're struggling with is you've fallen for her, which is not a bad thing. I'm not saying she's not worthy of that. But so you're starting to want to treat this like a marriage situation before it is. And I'm telling you, when it's a marriage situation, you're all in, buddy. You signed up for the trip, you take the trip. But until then, you're just a supportive boyfriend.
Yeah, and I just add, Dexter, Dave's 100% right. So don't think that the out here is to go ahead and make the marriage happen, because I could hear it all over yourself, your voice. She said she didn't need help. It's my mess. But I could hear the but coming, and I think you need to wait. This thing needs to resolve itself before you guys get married. That's just my opinion. But don't think all of a sudden that what Dave said is, well, the asterisk is, if I marry her now I can jump into this. And I think you've got financial troubles. You're not clear as you need to be financially with some margin. So you're just going to have to wait this thing out.
Yeah, get the house renovated, get the visitation settled, and then you're both dealing from strength, not weakness, to build a quality relationship.
Yeah.
And I think Dr. John Deloney, where he's sitting here, will just channel our own inner Dr. Deloney. I like channeling any inner doctor stuff because I don't have a doctor. So there you go. I have a doctor, but I am not a doctor.
Does that mean we have to take the same medication he does?
I hope not. I wouldn't want to have those.
I don't have any tattoos, or I
wouldn't want to have
this.
that twitch.
If I do this, I look silly. He looks cool when he does it. But I think you're right. I mean, I think we got to be careful here. Let's get through this time.
Yeah, deal in relationships from strength.
Yeah.
And you don't make yourself better when you're hurting by marrying someone. That just brought your hurt into the marriage is all it does, or your battle, or your, God help you, a house renovation. I'm not sure which one I'd rather have. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.